Nah, I'm dead serious, bro. We ain't chatting until there's more than 10 people in here, and we'll start the stream. The stream already is double digits, bro. So, stream, I'm sorry. If you want this to start, you better bring your ass to the Ronin Discord, and we'll begin. More than 10 people, that's all. That's it. That's crazy. I'm asking for that. I feel like it's back in 2020. You know, like, shout out to Sweet Potato. That's all I have to say. 10 people, we'll start. Ten people. Let me start. Almost at 50 viewers on the stream, and nobody in the Ronin Discord though. We don't have the ability to actually post an announcement here in this Discord, so it feels bad. And I need to message Nix. What's good, Jonathan? I see you on the stream. Do us a favor, bro, and come through to the Ronin Discord for us. Shout out to Sean. Trevor's here. In the building. We're close though. 10 people, ref. 10 fucking people. We're getting there though. 50 people on the stream right now. I almost feel like I'm not talking to myself. Almost. But yeah, Trevor, you're going to get featured in today's show because what is Ronin Waypoint? We're going to answer that question along with our other topics for today. We got call to actions as well, so you got your chance to win some Ron tokens in today's show. So make sure you're taking part, man. I'm close to just pouring this cup of coffee over my head though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this coffee ain't hit yet. Anyway, so in the Ronin Discord, I don't think shit's gonna change. We got people on the live stream. I'm gonna cut the music. We got people on the live stream right now, so I think it's only fair to those guys that we don't keep them waiting much longer. But I'm disappointed, bro. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad because we host the show in here, but we don't really get any backing. As of right now, we gotta just sharpen up on communication. Otherwise, we could have gone to Moku's Discord and had that shit jumping. Like, so that's just that. We're just gonna put it like that. All right. If we had an announcement in here, it would be joyous. It would be a fantastic. Maybe we'll see the volume of people increase as the show goes on. But we won't keep you waiting any longer. As you can see on the stream screen right now, we have our topics listed off. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be covering quite a lot. And actually, you guys got a little crazy in the comments of our tweets from the Ronin Radio account, talking about Wild Forest. How are you not covering it? It's the highest volume game in the last few months. And I hear you. I actually hear you. So we will talk about Wild Forest. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the forest right now, but we'll talk about it. And also, Puffverse fans, you'll be happy to hear that we're actually talk about Puffverse. Their season 4 is about to start, or they're like pre-season or something like that. So we're gonna dig a little deeper so you guys know for sure. I'm actually I want Puffverse to win, bro. I just want to make that statement. I want Puffverse to win. All right. Anyway, let me turn on this camera, show you guys that I just woke up and got out of bed fucking 20 minutes ago. Look at that. Does it look like it? Is this bedhead? It might be. Anyway, let's get the stream screen where it needs to be. You guys, welcome. Here it is. What a beautiful morning. Listen, Gita, when am I entering the TMA tournament, bro? When I can figure out a team. And there's a lot of shit going on Saturday. So, but yes, we're going to talk about that. That's actually in our notes. But good morning. Actually, we're going to invite someone up to the stage right here. Because he is a partner in crime, a uncle, so to speak. He's been in the show since the show's inception. And his name is Stark. But I'm going to go ahead and say good morning to Logic. Bro, how are you doing? How much fun did you just have watching us have 3 people in the Ronin Discord for about 10 minutes?
Good morning, bro. I don't know. It's not good because we should be getting like announcements, right, in the Discord, or at least give us the perms to
Yeah,
announce in the
yeah.
Discord ourselves. And I think there's something going on. Like it's not good. One. And I feel like the Moku community appreciates us more. You know, to be quite honest.
Facts. I just
And
opened our chat on Discord like an idiot, so
yeah, I'm excited though. I see we got shit cooking up. So it is gonna be a very informative show.
yes.
Especially for like a lot of the games right coming out. We got the announcements and we got the shits. But
Yeah.
it's a good morning, man. I was up late last night, but
Oof.
we're alive.
We're alive. We're alive. We'll talk about why you were up late last night because I think I know, and it is in one of our topics today. But also, good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Stark. Did you get enough sleep last night? And welcome back to the show, bro. It feels good to have you.
Hello. Yes, I got plenty sleep.
Let's go.
8 hours. Nice.
Nice,
Love it.
no. Have we
And
seen? Have you seen the topics list, Stark?
no,
Okay,
I'm
so
not.
we're gonna have to read it
I'm
off for you too.
confident I can. I'm confident I can wing it.
Oh
You got
yes,
this, Stark.
you got
As
this.
long
You
as
got this.
as long as it's everything Ronin, I can wing. I can wing it.
Yeah, facts, facts, facts. Doing as
Don't
we
don't
do
don't
best.
don't ask me about that that punk that got. Actually, even that I know a bit about. That was crazy. You see the punk that got that someone exploited, not like exploited, but like did the thing with the smart contract and got the punk for like 70% below floor. Like there was a sharded punk and he did an offer thing and got like a punk for 10 ETH.
Are you talking about like
And
the Ethereum
it happened this
punks,
week.
the
Yeah,
crypto
yeah,
punks?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
The crypto punk.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, not going to talk about that, but thank you for raising the awareness about
So
it.
what you're saying is that that's not on the topic list, right?
It's not on the topic list. No, it didn't make the cut, unfortunately. There's a bunch of other things that made the cut. But yo, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good fucking night. I don't care what it is, but welcome. It's Ronin Radio. We are back. This is our Friday show. This is the show where we cover pretty much everything going on in the ecosystem. And of course, we aim to bring through the guests. If you are a fan of our show and what we are doing over here, of course, you'll know about our Tuesday shows as well. The Woku Radio, which is hosted in Moku's Discord. Big shout out to Moku and the Woku Collective. We've been having a lot of fun. But Friday, a bit more official, a bit more let's get down to business and cover these topics in depth. So I'm excited to bring to you guys a fuck ton of topics. We might be here for an hour, we might be here for 2 hours. So buckle up, strap in, and get ready for a fun ride, my friends. To open the show, though, we're going to talk about all the things that have just been happening. Forgotten Runiverse OBT just closed. Huge success. I'm going to go through to DApp Radar and check the stats on that one because they have been impressive. Surface level stats looking pretty damn decent. Ronin Forge is going to be on the topic list today. We haven't seen anything. It's been so silent, so quiet. We want to know what the hell's going on. And you know what we're going to do today as a community? We're going to make a little tremor, right? We're going to make the ground shake just a little bit. I'm not saying full-blown earthquake, but we might just have a little magnitude going through social media. So if you are with us today and you're ready and you want to know more about the Ronin Forge, then you will join us with our call to action later in the show. Ronin Community Collections announcement, which is very, very interesting, especially from our perspective here as Ronin Radio. What does it mean? We'll cover it and all of the details involved. We've got some cool stuff going on right now, like Hydro Pilots. They just got, there is a reveal coming. The process of us getting those assets will be announced. I don't know, I haven't even checked the full post, so maybe it is already announced. If you know a little bit about that, please share it with us in the comments here in the Ronin Discord. Also, on top of that, we've got other things from other games. TMA has a daily raffle right now. We'll show you live how to get involved with that. Aperon Season 3 has just begun, so Logic's is gonna take us on a ride for that one. Ragmon CBT has just come back. Has it improved? We'll ask the question. And also, I believe that the Ron ecosystem, the Ron token specifically. Of course, as we say every single show, there is no financial advice. You should not hire a reptile to financially advise you, and you should not tune in to a reptile to financially advise you. But I believe the Ron token is in comeback season, and I will talk a little bit about why. But those are the main topics that we'll cover today. Of course, you guys spoke up on our posts, and we will cover Wild Forest as well, how it's been the highest volume over the last few months, and what's going on over that side of the pond. And also, Puffverse is going into its preseason. And the last time we spoke with Puffverse team, we actually started to realize how rewarding that ecosystem is. So we're going to dive into that and find out more of the details. Shout out to the community members that were mentioning Puffverse. There was like a lot of you guys. So there is a demand. Southeast Asia, I'm seeing a pattern of a lot of the player base. So we'll definitely cover that for you guys today. But that's all of those topics, a lot of them. But let's catch up with the main man himself, Stark, to begin with. It's been a while since he's been here. It's probably been like a few weeks ultimately, but because it's so infrequent visits from yourself, I never know what's quite going on. So how have you been? What has been going on in your life and your Ronin experience as of recent, bro? I know there are some interesting things. So maybe share with us what's going down there and where you're at right now with everything.
Yeah, I mean it's been good. I've been playing, but I've been finally playing classic a lot. Um, and I put it on Twitter. I think some of you might have seen it that I was partnering up with Cairo with for his guild
Yes.
in classic and origin. So that's mainly what it's been. Because I've been doing that with him, I've kind of not had the time to play any other games. So I didn't get to play, or I didn't have time to play the second Forgotten Universe playtest.
Yeah.
But that's also because I still have a full time job. So if I was a full time Web3 gamer, I think I'd have time for more than two games. But yeah, so in Classic, we're just trying to play. It's very competitive, actually. There's like hundreds and hundreds of competitive players. So that's exciting to see.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's in Origins. It's mainly going to be about the whole metamorph thing, which I'm sure you guys discussed a bit when it came out, which is very very exciting. The the fact that yeah, especially like I'm bullish on it long term because like imagine in a few weeks, a few months when you have a fleet of Origins or Mystics delegated to you that are all level 60 with all the parts upgraded. You can just adapt to any, and like if all six parts are upgraded, let's say it's level 60, you don't need to put additional cost into upgrading it. You have the best comp every season. You just need to pay the metamorph.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously that's still quite expensive. You need to place like, I'd say, top 200 at least to break even. But yeah, it's going to be exciting when it comes around. We're just it's like we're at the starting block waiting for delegation to come about, because they haven't talked about it too much either. Like we don't know the details. So as soon as it goes live, there's going to be a lot of things to figure out. So I'm excited about that. Trying to
Yeah.
get ready about as much as possible.
Yeah, these collectible axes right now becoming the cheat code, specifically Mystics and Origins. But one thing we can talk about in that regard is the Mystic Axie floor price. There seems to be like a mission right now, right? Like it's very apparent that the price of Mystics is only climbing. They're trying to push the floor to, I believe, is it 10 ETH? Which is pretty damn impressive, bro. I'm nowhere near in a position anywhere to sell my Mystic Axie. That is a forever Axie, forever asset. But ultimately, Mystics, if you check the floor right now, like 4.5 ETH is the floor. They must be going for are they really going for 10 ETH floor? Because that's a fucking long way away, bro.
Well, maybe it's the not the short term, but a mid-term objective.
Yeah, I
The
guess
last,
like
the last sale was 3.5 ETH, so it's still it's on the up and up, I guess. But
I guess
the
there's only
floor,
16 listed though. Like
yeah, that's it's the low amount of listed that makes it. so that the floor seems higher than it is sometimes, because you just have a couple of purchases and then the floor is suddenly 6 ETH, but that doesn't mean people are buying it at 6 ETH.
Mm-hmm. True, 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 true.
But
Yeah.
we'll say, because you have to realize delegation isn't live yet either. So like it's and the sentiment is low on Mystics in general, because even these are amazing up. This is an amazing update, but it's been like years that um, Mystic owners are feeling dissatisfied. So
Finally being rewarded.
it might take time before it gets priced in, these, because we know it's super bullish, but it doesn't mean, like if the market is defeated on Mystics, um, then it takes longer than that for the price to show it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we might see some more sales under 4 ETH, because if the floor is 4.5 ETH, you might see some offers that between 3 and 4 ETH coming in
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
accepted. And then once delegation goes live, once you have people delegating to Mark of the Zeal, which is Cairo's guild, which is the best guild in Axie to delegate your mystics to.
Yeah.
But let's say mystic owners start delegating their teams to us. That also means those 3 axes, while they're out on delegation, can't be listed, because they're like, let's say you've signed, you've loaned it for a month or something. Well, even then, we don't know how it'll work. Can the person retrieve it, or do they or is it like a Tia's blessings delegation, where they can cancel it at any time,
Yeah.
or do they decide how many days in advance? But basically, if let's say you send it over for 60 days, um, that means they can't sell it, which will shorten the supply. And then if Mystic owners get a small cut of that player's earnings, then it'll be a sort of extra ROI and finally a financial benefit to the Mystics.
Yeah.
And so once all of that starts rolling in, when people start really realizing that, um, then the sentiment should pick up,
Yeah. And it will
and
follow it
I'll, I'll
along.
I'll play my part to get the floor to 10 ETH, even though I don't own a Mystic. But
Yeah. Hey, Mark of the Zeal delegated 2 Mystics right now. I've seen them happily in your inventory, waiting for Mystic Era. I think that's the one thing as well. Like maybe the market is kind of lagging behind because even the true potential of the Mystics in Origin specifically is not yet in play. It's actually huge right now that you can change all of the parts. You can literally turn a Mystic Axie into any Axie you desire. And in Mystic Era, the implementation of changing the body type so that you can put any rune on that Axie is going to happen too. So yeah, absolute cheat code in terms of like gameplay. So we're going to see like the delegation of these mystics for competitive players become like top priority, and I think that starts to it's like reminiscent of how originally classics and Axie kind of just went fucking ballistic, right? It was like good Axies were extremely expensive, and the opportunity to become a scholar or someone who was delegated to was like highly sought after and very rewarding, right? So if you're talking about the top of the game in Origins, you're earning anywhere between across the season. I'm not the best player at all, like a top maybe 2 3 maybe top 5% in terms of player base, and I'll walk away from each season with a couple, maybe like $130 to $180, right? So when we're talking about having the opportunity to compete at the absolute top through delegation of Mystic Axes, you're going to be able to return yourself personally, and then obviously the Mystic owner to a decent portion. So it's going to be interesting to see how delegation actually unfolds, but also how the market kind of responds to that. So it's a big one. And of course, shout out to Market Azil, shout out to Cairo. And you guys are doing, I guess, the best Mystic delegation job right now. Um,
well, we'll see. Yeah, I
how
mean,
how do they get involved? How does anyone get involved?
just DM me or join the Mark of the Zeal Discord. But yeah, my DMs are open if anyone's interested. Um, I have if you're interested in delegating any collectors to us, you can just DM me. If you're interested in either applying to join our Origins program once that starts, or Classic program, um, I have forms, so you can just DM me and I'll send you the form for you to fill out.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
yeah, I was just looking at something, because another thing also is that which will affect the price of Mystic Axes and stuff like that, is that for now it's not that huge of a competitive edge, because I was just looking, and out of 1,376 Mystics, only 80 of them are above level 40.
Yeah.
And you can easily, like, I wouldn't say easily, but you can get an Axie to level 30 in a season, and then it takes another season just from 30 to 40 playing it nonstop.
Yeah.
So for now, this the advantage of playing collectors and mystics won't is not it won't shine through that much, because you could, if a mystic's level 30 and you want to play the top turnip comp, the top turnip player can still play the real axes, let's say, like without, it doesn't need metamorph, because you see, like right there, what you're looking at, the top five teams, none of them are metamorphed axes.
Yeah,
Those are
these two.
all
These two.
these two, okay, yeah. But a lot of the others aren't, and you see like that Jinx comp level 50 Jinxes.
Because
So
of
there
level
are
basis. Yeah.
he's gonna be a terror to play. But there's it's only midterm or long term, let's say, when the mystics are level 60, and then there's a meta shift and no one has those axes,
Yeah.
the new meta. And what we might already see this in the final era or the mystic era, when these big brains get, if um they get three origins or three mystics in their hands, and they can suddenly out of nowhere play a new comp, that doesn't exist yet, that hasn't been bred out. We might see some very creative stuff in the final and mystic era.
Yeah.
And if you've got a level 30 or level 40 collectible, and let's say you start seeing mid value play with three origin axes, and it's a new meta, by the time you breed it to match to copy him, and by the time it's impossible to level it up to 30. And we know levels, part upgrades, levels for extra HP. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We're going to see some mad shit. I don't think people are ready for the ridiculousness we're going to see, because there's a lot of, because the sentiment's so low and people are like strapped for cash. Not too many people are breeding. Not too many people are ready to take the risk on a new comp, because you can't test it. Sometimes you can have a good idea, but then you also need to, um, sometimes you need to test it in game, and once you test it in game, you realize, oh well, this interaction's bugged. So even your perfect idea might not work, because a bug needs to be fixed, or it's not working as intended, or different things like that.
Yeah. It's
So
interesting to see the
with Mythic,
highest
with Mythic, you can test
mystic.
everything. Sorry,
The
go ahead.
highest, yeah, the highest mystic is still 23rd in the leaderboard, and like you're saying, level position, it is up there 49. So level is really starting to take effect. Like it has anyway. We've known it to be apparent, but level is very important for the axes that you're playing as well, to
Mhm.
be in these positions. So the grinders who have been grinding for a while, like they're seeing these rewards. And yeah, like you said, I think the value prop is essentially the ability to shift quickly. And then the beauty of that for the ecosystem is how much that costs as well. SLP burn is definitely a factor in that. It's not so cheap, to change it all 6 parts. And then again, we're going to look at changing body type. How much SLP is that going to cost, and how many people will be doing that. And so you'll start to see a bit more, I guess, like a higher burn rate of SLP as well. So it is good as a whole. I'm excited to see it happen. But yeah, like you said, right now it's not really in full effect. But as we are in Epic era, Mystic era is next. Hopefully we'll see that shift. But yeah, man, it's a good time. It's a good time. I'm enjoying Origins, right? Like we were talking about Forgotten Runeverse. OBT just ended, so a lot of the focus now is shifted back towards other games. And one of those games for me, of course, is always going to be Axie and Classic as well, but Origin more favorably. So interesting stuff. But if you are looking to get involved with Origins and you want to be part of the Mark of the Zeal delegation process, then you know what to do. Reach out to Stark and fill out your forms, and maybe you could see yourself on this leaderboard and getting part of this new delegation system that I think is going to be pretty big for the whole space. So exciting stuff. We got the guy that used to be here in this #1 slot a lot of the time, Mr. 1437. Shout out to you, bro. He's in the building. We are going to talk about Wild Forest at some point too, and I know
Hello.
you're heavy in there. So, but yeah, man. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing?
Damn, bro, you're just gonna introduce me like that? The guy who used to be there? Sheesh. Alright.
Where
I
you
see
went,
you.
bro?
I see you.
You
I see
went?
you, Mr. 80s porn star
Yeah. No, yo, we are
with the
fucking.
stash.
We are living out here with this stash. I tell you what, bro, the amount of people that start conversations with me in Spanish now is quite crazy. I have no hablo. I don't know. I don't
That's
know what you're saying,
hilarious.
bro. I don't know what you're saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, that was a great conversation you guys were having, like, with Stark about mystics, morphing, levels, and so on. Like, to be honest, I mean, if it wasn't for AXP, you might have still seen me up there. You know, I think part of the reason why I actually stopped, or actually the biggest reason why, 90% the reason why I stopped playing Origins was because of AXP. I just wasn't having all that. Like, players were playing like 18, 19 hours a day just so they can like cap their XP points like on all their axes.
Yeah.
And like, I'm the type of guy who likes to theory craft more, play more on like the game itself, strategy wise, and not like the whole grind fest thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, will you be in there though? Mystic Era comes around. Are you gonna? Have you been playing at
maybe,
all?
yeah. Yeah, I did. I actually played the rare era just for like to farm some AXP. Then I found out about land. I found about Axie Quest, so I got those things, doing their thing to get some more AXP, and then I just recently hired a scholar to level some of my axes
Yeah.
because I'm on like full grind on like Wild Forest. The
Yeah.
season's ending in like 2 weeks. I'm at top 1 right now. That game is a true grind because of like their matchmaking system.
Mhm.
So like I'm up in there queuing all the time, and then Apron, we got the Guild Wars coming to an end next week.
Yeah.
And then also, there's a season happening there as well. They also introduced the whole PvE to like level up your apostles skill level as well. So now I'm like, oh my god, I'm busy. I'm like playing PvE to try to level up my apostle. It's like it's really a nightmare. I don't know what's with all these games, bro. They all think like you need to have this like AFK farm element to make their game work, but it's really difficult for a player like me at least.
Bro, we're in a position now where it's like it's actually it's almost impossible to play every single game in the ecosystem now. Like where there's opportunity, which
Yeah.
is in a lot of the games, like you just can't be everywhere. So people are having to like niche in and get specific with the ecosystems that they want to be in. You've chosen Wild Forest, and we've actually had a lot of the audience and fans, viewers, mentioning why we're not talking about Wild Forest. So I think
Mhm.
we threw it into the topics as a last minute thing because of the response we had on our posts over the last 24 hours. And so I think you are there is no better a person to come in here and kind of talk about it. But how has it been? How has it been so far? What's actually happening right now? What is your focus? And just update us on what's going on in the Wild Forest ecosystem.
I mean, what do you want to talk about specifically? I think Wildflower's got a lot going on,
Like
like in general.
what when you because you're playing pretty much every day. Like what
Yes,
is your incentive drivers right now? Like what is the goal?
the leaderboard. I want
Yeah.
to get top 1. I wanna finish top 1. I finished 3rd last season. I blame not like pushing from the very beginning because I think I didn't play for like a week or something.
Hmm.
The first week of the season, because I was still like getting to know the game. I was like, I don't need to do it. I can just play later. Then I realized like it was pretty punishing if you don't play early on. Because like the game at the highest ranks is like +3 -3,
Yeah.
and you have like you can only play it against players a certain amount of times before you get locked away from playing them for like 24 hours or something. So every day, you got to get all your games in and have like the highest possible win rate. So that's how I've been like holding rank 1 for like the past uh almost 2 weeks now, I think, since the season started. So yeah, that's why I've been playing it. I enjoy the game. I think it's pretty fun, like the micro aspect. It's not for everyone, obviously. There's a lot of effort that is required to like win every game, but I feel like they have one, if not the best burn mechanic of any game I've seen,
Yeah.
like in all of Web3, period.
And that's to do with
Like
the
better than
units being
Axie
burnt to
and
upgrade other units.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly that, and they can actually control how much they can like put out there, all the stuff that they can like manage aren't like token based, right? It's more like gold or shards, these things that they can control. They can increase the burning if they wanted to by implementing other ways that you can upgrade your units, because top players are always going to upgrade even if it's like 2, 3, 4, 5% increase, right? Because sometimes in some matchups, that's all it really takes for you to be better than somebody else. If like both players are equally skilled. So, I feel like they got a lot of options when it comes to the game stuff. The only thing about Wild Forces, they don't have TGE yet, right? So a lot of people are like waiting on that. They already had their P2A seasons, so people are starting to get a little bit impatient. And as for the team, I feel like the project is really big, but the team is probably like a lot smaller than it should be. And probably it's not easy for them to expand as well, because these guys have like Web 2 background. They designed a really popular Web 2 game, and like they're probably kind of a tight team over there. It would be difficult to like get in and just like kind of mesh in probably. I don't know. I don't particularly know what reasons they could have for like not expanding, but I feel like they are kind of short-staffed at least.
Yeah. Well, some of the big news, obviously season 3 has started. There's been balance updates and things like that. But the one that came out just 22 hours ago, they posted about the training camps and how they're now live. So I have a Mystic Lord, right? So I'm a Mystic Lord holder. I believe it's staked. I haven't checked on it for a while. So if I had to restake it for the season, then it's not staked. But what can we say about the castles? Have you studied it? Have you looked into what it is and how important
they
are they?
actually just released it last night.
Yeah. What do they do?
Just released the training camp. So
is it raising the level of
camp,
units?
Yes. So training camp is one of the benefits of the castle. There's other stuff like recruitment and so on. They haven't released those yet, but they just released training camp yesterday. So you kind of like stake your unit into the training camp. You can't play it, and then over a certain period of time, it will it will level up, right? So the first level is actually 4 hours. The second level is like 11 hours, and so on, depending on the league of the unit as well. So the higher the league, the longer it takes.
Yeah.
And then
so it's only available to Lord stakers. Unstaking your Lord will limit your access to the castle and its training camps. Camps for multiple Lord stakers. The number of training camps available is based on the quantity and quality of castles, which depends on the number of staked Lords. The restrictions: only one unit can train in a single training camp at a time. During training, units cannot be used in battle or leveled up. You can still mint, rank up, burn, sell, or transfer units. However, these actions may cancel the training and the units will return to the previous level. So yeah, it's like essentially a passive way.
What the training camp looks like.
Yeah, if you want to share
screen. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, oh my God! Just as you said that, I was in one of my long queues, and I literally just found a game. So if you guys don't know,
let's watch it. Let's tune
timing.
in. Live game.
This guy's actually a top. I'm playing against a top 10 player right now. So he's I think like rank 6 or 7.
Oh yeah, lock in.
Let's not. Yeah. I don't want to lose. Okay. All right. Last time I lost, I don't want that to ever happen again. Right, let me focus up here.
Live gameplay here on the Ronin Radio, lads and ladies. This is how the pros do it. I'm telling you. Yeah, one of the best players I've seen in most video games, and you're now getting an opportunity to see the mind, the strats. I don't know how to play these real-time strategy games. Like you guys seem to like. I think Logic knows the word for it, where you like tap and tease by like attacking things, and then you don't fully go for it, but you just try to move the position and things like that.
Like kiting.
Yeah, kiting. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's cool. Kiting it. All right, thank you, gamers out there. Fucking kiting. Let's go. But yeah, this game has been seriously impressive.
Are you sure you're a gamer, Gilla?
I'm fucking not, bro. I'm fucking not. Obviously, I didn't know what kiting was. Oh no. What game does kiting come? Oh my gosh.
All right.
He said, "I'm not gonna make it."
I don't know if you saw that, but that's what kiting was. So you saw my guy, my witch, it was like hitting them while running back, and like
Yeah.
I was like trying to bait him into the witch because that thing does a lot of damage and he needs to kill it. So he's like tunnel visioning into it, while my other small guys just crushed his backline. So
I
it-
mean, we
it's
would
kinda
go
like
into a
that.
deep dive if we were doing a full Wild Forest coverage here, and I'd ask you why you got
Yeah.
your team and all those different things. But let's focus in on the castles here, right? So we can get
Right.
some information
So
across.
it's on the main screen here. If you have a lord, it'll show up here as castle. So I got 2 mystics, a legendary, and a rare lord staked. You have to stake it.
Yeah.
So this is the training camp. This is the elite one. So I think in here you can level units between from level 20 to 30 if you wanted to, and the normal training camp is from like level 1 to 20. So here's the training camp. This is what it looks like. Oh, perfect. My guys just finished leveling from 2 to 3. So I have to actually collect all of them, which I don't like. I wish like you can just like put it back in there, right? So you can see right here, I click this, train unit level 3 to 4. It'll take me 1 day and 1 hour to be able to level to level 4. Yeah, exactly. But what I'm doing right here is I'm actually leveling commons. I'm not leveling like higher level, higher rarity ones, because I plan to merge them together to combine their shards, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? So, because when you combine them together, their shards go together. And then you make like a higher leveled unit afterwards, right? So I could go from common to uncommon. But that will cost you some Wild Forest tokens to be able to do that.
So this
And
whole
the
loop is
reason why I'm
healthy, right? Like.
Yes, and the reason why I'm doing this with this unit is because this is actually a League 9 unit. There aren't even shards in existence for this unit yet. So, in my theory is this is a lot more valuable to level than that's some alpha for you guys, than like anything else in the game, because everything else has shards that you can actually use to level them up. But gunship doesn't.
Yeah.
So everyone's gunship is level 1, and you can't even level it up. So I started.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, I expect nothing less from you, bro, to be figuring out some of the most beneficial approaches to the game right now. Actually, I was gonna ask why gunship, but of course, yeah, you reveal it right there. So yeah, get some alpha right here today, straight from the #1 player in Wild Forest. But you don't say we don't cover Wild Forest, there you fucking go. All right. Thank you so much, Stephen, for giving us the inside drop. I definitely we'll be making a video on Wild Forest soon, so I'm sure I'll be begging you for more information over the next few days or weeks to make sure that happens. But I genuinely I'm very confident in Wild Forest. Like, again, it's been successful for the last few months. And one thing I was just checking right now, I have 2 slots. We out here, bro. 1 Mystic Stakes. We got some slots, so I might have to take
Get
advantage
something
of that.
in there right now.
Like, what would I put in there, bro? Come on. Like,
Wait, you got a Mystic? You rolled the Mystic?
yeah, I actually rolled
Or
it
you
out of
bought
the
it?
pack. No, I've rolled it.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Mystics are like 3k Ron or something.
Yeah. I've been.
Alright, listen,
I'm on the
listen.
fence. Like, I actually need convincing.
You got a rare gunship right there in front of you. You got a rare gunship right there.
It's only 5
Alright,
hours.
Now you gotta claim it. Yes, you gotta claim it in 5 hours or 6 hours, and then put it back in there again. Later,
I think I
okay?
have one
And
more.
I'm telling you, a week from now, you can sell that for at least like, I don't know, a few Ron for sure.
Okay, the strats. Yeah, I don't like. The thing is, I just would be blind as fuck going into this. I wouldn't know what to level up. Why would I level it up? Like,
another one right there. You just missed it, Gila. God damn it, right there below, second row.
Right in the middle, yeah.
I got you. And in the elite training camp, we don't have any gunships for this, so this is sad. What would you say would be the next best?
Elite, put all gunships. That's it. Get all the gunships in there. Okay, that's your best bang.
Should I go and purchase gunships to level up? Basically, is that like a
yes? Common gunships are like half a Ron or something. The best for you to level would be a common one, I would say, because they're the easiest to sell as well.
Okay, well, hey, we're taking a trip down to Mavis Market. Wild Forest unit still #2 last 24 hours. If you look at the 30 days, #2, it's been fucking killing it all time though. #4 with Wild Forest units.
Yeah, but that doesn't include the lords and the skins.
Yes,
right?
yes, facts.
If you combine their lords, skins, and units, like they're number 1 by like 2x of
Okay.
any other project in the whole ecosystem. Oh my god, they're at 1 run, bro. Yes, last night they were less than half a run for the common ones. They're at 1 run. They
So
went up
people
just
are
because of the
figuring it
trading
out.
camps.
Yeah, the trading camps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say level them to like level 6 or 7, and then you can just sell them. Yeah.
Trevor says open
Or
a
like
pack
you can merge them
live.
first, and then
I don't have any packs,
oh, what
bro.
kind of pack are you gonna open?
I don't have any packs. I'm not about to buy. Look, I know the packs are expensive, bro. I'm not like we're not about
Bro,
to. do
I'm
this.
sitting on. I got 3 of those gold packs right now.
This.
Yeah. Those gold packs have a chance to get 20k Wild Forest tokens.
Do you fancy opening one live?
Guess what? I actually opened a 20k one in one of the gold packs. I actually opened a 20k.
Did you tweet
Yeah.
about it?
Of course not.
He kept that silent.
I'm not
He
trying to
kept
make.
that
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get people to curse me. They'll be like, "You lucky motherfucker," you know.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to bring all that negative juju around me, bro.
They're gonna be saying it's
that's the-
fixed. You're gonna be like the spam with endless anger soon. You remember
Yeah,
those days?
Like I'll tell you like, you know, I won, but I won't tell you that. Oh my god, look how much money. I'd never do that.
Yeah.
There's no class in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Well, we're leveling up gunships. That's what we're doing right now. But if you didn't feel like you got the scoop on Wild Forest today, then you fucking are deaf. All right. So, but yeah, man, I think we're gonna move on from Wild Forest. I'm glad that we did that though. It's a little more deep diving for me personally too, and hopefully you guys in the audience and everybody that was requesting Wild Forest and shitting on us for not covering Wild Forest so much. There you go, my friends. There you go. But no, congratulations to the team for doing so well at this moment. The ecosystem looks very, very healthy, and yeah, it's been continued success on Ronin, which is actually very, very important. It's not like being a phase, a period, and then drop off completely. Like it's been very consistent, and they seem to have gathered a community of gamers who are really dedicated to you know competing and playing this experience. So and congratulations to that team. Let's keep it moving because we got.
I'll coach you if you want. If you
We'll
want
do
to
a
play
video.
some
We'll
Wild
do a
Forest
video.
next time.
Yeah, we will do a video. So at some point, yeah, you'll see in a portion
Good
of the
luck
Wild
with
Forest.
that. He's
Oh my
the
God, here we
worst
go.
fucking student.
I don't know if I've ever tried to teach Gila before. I think I have. I'm not
I
sure.
tried. I gave him. We did one stream where I was trying to coach him in Origins, and every single turn for 2 hours, I would say, "Don't click on your cards. Look at your cards and make a plan." And every single turn, he would go click, 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 and turn.
I mean, what can you do? You know, he's a special ed child, right? Got that ADHD going. Like, there's
Hey
not
yo,
much you can say about that.
talk to my doctor, bro. He'll let you know. I am reading chat, by the way, guys. I can see what you guys are saying. Shout out to you for being involved in the Discord. We appreciate it. But yes, am I special ed? I don't know. To be continued. But we'll do something, right? We'll do something in the middle section of my Wild Forest coverage video. We definitely will get it in there. So I've gone way off topic because not way off topic, but Wild Forest wasn't in our topic list, so we haven't even attacked it yet. So we gotta go and attack that head on. Logic's losing his mind here, time stamping as we are not staying on time or to the stamp.
Bro,
Hey, Logic,
follow the fucking script, god damn it! Like
Lo-
I'm over
Logic,
here.
what happened to your match? Don't you got a match today?
I won last night, dude. I 2-0'd him. I even flexed a little bit just because
Nice.
personal thing, but
Who was
yeah.
it? Who would you fight?
it was Crown from my favorite players in the game.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
add that to your timestamp too.
Yeah, no, I'm not adding that to my timestamp.
Yeah, make sure that's in there. All right, but no, listen.
No, I
Let's.
gotta show you the match actually, bro. It was
Okay.
yeah, it was good. It was good. I felt on fire. I feel really
Nice.
good, so.
Okay, focus up, lads and ladies. Okay. All right, we in this. Let's go to our actual first topic we're going to talk about today, which is Ronin Forge, bro. Like, it's so silent right now. Does anybody even remember that this is a thing? Like, what is Ronin Forge? Why are we not hearing anything? Here we are with our call to action today for somebody who's going to win 10 Ron. 10 Ronin tokens, bro, is gonna be up
Can
for
it be
grabs.
me? Can I win
It
10
could,
Ron?
you could absolutely win 10
No.
Ron, Stark. I'm going to say your chances of actually winning it might be low,
Wait,
but you
what's
could.
Ronin Forge?
Exactly. What is Ronin Forge? Like, let's just go back to those
Is it
original
for?
posts, right?
Are you
Really?
sure it's Forge and not something else?
No, it was 100% Forge, but now I'm not seeing it anywhere. So like,
I don't.
it was the Forge.
It's literally a waypoint.
No, that's recent. That's new. We're talking
Okay.
about Ronin Forge, mate. Where? Okay, we gotta find it. I gotta dig now. I gotta fucking dig. But
It's
100%,
it's the grant for developers, right?
yes, it was. So it was an
Oh my god, this
incentive.
guy is digging 6 feet under. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna
No,
be
I
here
just
scrolling for a little minute. And
I just I just use the proper search tool, which is Google and not the X search engine.
Okay, well, you suck.
Ay.
You need to add. Yeah, there you go. Wow, that's it, guys. Not special ed though, right?
Not at all. Not in the slightest. I'm actually gonna switch so the stream can see this as well.
Hmm.
But let's go over here. Okay, cool. We're here. You're here with us. Ronin Forge. All right. This happened. When did this happen? When's the date? June. Right. Since June. Man said adult websites might pop up if I use Google search bar.
In
Actually,
the crypto world, that's like 2 years ago.
yes, it's a very long time ago. But anyway, it's an early access program inviting experimental game studios to pitch ideas to build on Ronin. Successful applicants will receive a $50,000 Ron grant and access to SkyMavis publishing tools and resources and tap into the most active Web3 community in the fucking world. All right. They intended to onboard 6 new teams through Ronin Forge and they were receiving applications in June. It's been 2 months and we've heard nothing from this right now. The people had to pitch their idea, they reviewed it, and of course the finalists would receive the grant. We didn't hear anything about any startups that pitched. We haven't heard anything at all. So the call to action today is actually to go to your Twitter page right here, go on to the post, right? And I want you guys to tweet this out right here. Tell us more about Forge, right? Those words. Tell us more about Forge. Then down at Ronin, that's step 1. At Kathleen, that's step 2. Oh my god, it's gonna be Cosgod. All right, cool. And then at the Ronin Radio. All right, you at those 3 people, you say this sentence, and I see it. We're gonna pick somebody to win 10 Ron today. I might throw out 1 or 2 other prizes for other people too, if I like you. So welcome to complete nepotism. But post it. I want to see a heavy post. I want it to be a little bit of a magnitude, a little tremor, a little murmurs that makes Ronin think, you know what, we haven't said anything about Ronin Forge for 2 months. Now people are fucking out of nowhere. Whoa, why are they tweeting us about it? I need that reaction today, all right? So if you want to win 10 Ron, make sure you post just like this. We will be checking all of the posts from the Ronin Radio account, and we will select randomly, at complete random, right? Stark, you're not going to win this one unless you randomly do win it to win 10 Ron today. So go ahead and post it. We posted it. You post it. It is what it is. If you want, you can share a screenshot of you actually doing it here in the chat. Would that boost your random potential? Maybe it will. But what the fuck is going to happen with Ronin Forge? Like we said, 6 different teams, right? 6 different developers were going to be selected or have been selected, and we've heard nothing about any one of them. We want to know what's been going on with Ronin Forge, and we want a little bit more information on that. So let's see what we can do. Let's push as a community, bro. These are things that we want to see. You know, how effective are we? How effective are our voices? I wanted to test that today, so that is part of our show. And yeah, we'll be keeping track of that. So blow Logic's notifications up on his sign in, blow my phone up. With the GIF, that might actually raise your potential of winning this one. I will not lie to you. That's decent. That is Prism Ranger. See what I mean? Prism Ranger is a fucking OG, bro. What a legend. Anyway, next conversation, the one that is recent, the one that we will know of because we don't have to dig a fucking 6 feet under to find it, is the actual the community collections. Community collections, all right? They tweeted it earlier on this week, right here. At 1.5 million daily active users, Ronin is packed with builders, creatives, and visionaries eager to leave their mark. Today, we unleash their potential. Apply to launch an NFT collection on Ronin. This is fucking huge. Like, if we look at Ronin and like the liquidity that's gone into things like Mavis Market, you look at Moku's recent success with the Moki, the Genesis Moki asset. Of course, something has to come behind it. Some substance has to be there. But this opportunity for communities and community members to release collections is huge. Now, I don't know how you feel about it, you guys over there, Stark, Logic, Theban. But ultimately, we're going to go into the details on how you might be able to apply to present a community collection on Ronin. I'll ask the question, like, Stark, what do you think this brings? Like, how many do they accept? Is that listed off? We'll dive into the information, but like, is this something we can look forward to with the open ecosystem eventually coming in 2025?
I don't know how many they might accept, obviously, but
10.
No, but like my instinct would be to like be as someone who wants to apply, maybe not rush into it, right? Because we you don't want to be, I don't know, if you're gonna be making a community NFT and stuff like that, it's a lot of if you're not in it for the cash grab, it's a lot of responsibility. So it's not something you should do if you haven't put a lot of thought into it. And I guess we knew something like this was coming sometime soon, so maybe some people have thought about it, but yeah. And if you're just a regular user, be careful, I guess, with the first few collections, unless it's like leading community members and stuff like that who have a plan. So we'll see. I'm just cautiously optimistic because it's like most 99% of NFT projects go to zero, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just but it's interesting because it's gonna bring about more speculation, more all of that, more whitelists, more utilities for things. I don't know. It's cool, and it empowers community members who've been here a long time.
Yeah. Music, look at these examples though. PFP based community projects, music NFTs, premium art, virtual pets, utility NFTs, gaming assets, trading cards, sports memorabilia, and comics. Comics, hey, sweet potato. I'm talking to you here, right? You know, you might have a claim. But collections can be related to Axie and Ronin or not. We're open to any and all ideas. Put your best foot forward and submit. The requirements to apply, though, we're looking for a small number of high quality collections during the initial phase of applications. That's why we're limiting applications from Ronin community members who meet at least 2 of the following criteria: a Ron holder, a Mystic Axie holder, 10,000 plus Axie score, current or past top 1,000 player in Axie Classic or Origins, verified member of the Ronin Creator Program, high quality artist. Sorry, what?
You don't make the cut. I'm sorry, buddy. He said top 1,000.
Yeah, it said 2 of them, and actually this is one of them. Finished in the 600 last season, so you can suck my dick on that one. But so all of these, apart from these bottom 2, I've accomplished, mate. So the conversation is, and why I brought it forward today on today's show, Ronin Radio as an entity has been brainstorming ideas around having a collection. We give a lot back, right? We give a lot back to the community. We try to provide opportunity where we can. Just short examples, thinking of like Lumaterra event that we had the other month. We gave away over 700 Ronin value to the community. These types of things. We've always done that. So my thought process now is like, we meet the criteria. Obviously, we run the show every single week. We're deeply invested in the Ronin ecosystem. So to release a collection on Ronin would be huge, would be massive for us, right, as an entity. I wanted to talk about and pick your guys' brain. I didn't know you were going to be here, Theban, but Stark specifically as well. like you said, it's actually a big task, right? Like you can't just say, oh, let's just make a PFP and try and just extract
Yeah.
value from the Ronin community. Like what would you expect? Like what types of collections would you expect from a community entity like the Ronin Radio or other community members that are in our ecosystem? I heard some people in the chat as well talking about Daryl and how he's been doing a PFP collection himself and how that would fit the bill, and you could probably see that being a winner as well. But what would
Yeah,
you guys be
you
looking
know,
for?
I think a legitimate community like collection. I won't say you should go down that route, but what I would say is like for me at least, like a legitimate one would have to be free collection to begin with. And the reason why I say free is because a collection is like a like a lifelong thing,
Mhm.
right? Like it doesn't disappear. It doesn't go into the void. Like if you make someone pay for something and then it's just out there in the world, like is there a time frame that you plan on, providing value for, or is this going to be something that's forever? And we know how like NFTs and things, sort of happen. Um, People expect stuff from you. So the best way to go about it, I think, is always like do a free collection, you know, or like piece from, let's say, um, like transactions and so on. Especially if like people want your collection, like you will make money, and at the same time, you don't owe anything anymore, right? Like I think that's something that's really important that a lot of people might miss. But at the same time, something like Ronin, as much as you want to charge me for it, because I feel like Ronin Radio has always provided value to the ecosystem and so on, and it's something like I would happily, pay money to be able to get. But I do think like anyone else coming in, I would say if you really want to earn like the trust, respect, and like show that, hey, listen, you really want to do this, I would say they should go for free.
Mhm. It's interesting, yeah. Like, so a lot of reason why we haven't presented the idea officially, obviously, this is the first time we're kind of publicly talking about it, was just because I'm an ambitious fucking geezer. You know what I mean? Like, I was not gonna ever be like, oh, here's a collection, and it just literally be a fucking PFP. Like, that was never gonna run.
Oh well, 99.9% of NFT collections became that at the end of the day, right? Like
Mhm.
most of them promise something. So I feel like the space in general has been burned quite a bit. Now we've seen your commitment and your like success throughout the last year plus and so on. So like I think everyone would really be behind anything that you put out at this point.
But it's funny that you mentioned free because that was like a something that I was, you know, I was quite firm on being the case, but because of what Axie kind of showed us over the last year as well, like that ability to have a dynamic NFT as well was something that I looked at, and really and truly the entry would be like a free. You mint it. There's a limited supply, but you mint it. It is a free mint, and then something that we've spoken about behind the scenes is we give away a lot, like I was saying. I was thinking it would be much more structured and organized if we actually built up something like called a community like treasury, essentially, that Ronin Radio collects, and it's smart contracted out to winners of events each show, so that every show has a budget, essentially, so we can give prizes away every single week, and then the people who would be receiving those prizes would be then the holders of the NFT, and then the ability to actually upgrade your NFT. We would have like a dynamic process to it where it levels up, it gives you different benefits, and then obviously the visual elements apply along with that. But you can actually burn to the treasury, so you would put funds to the treasury to increase the status or the status of your NFT, and then of course it all kind of loops in together with also business to business with everyone that comes into Ronin, and collect kind of fund from them, assets from them that also go into that treasury that we can distribute show on show, and then also work, and we've given away CBT passes, those types of things, and obviously being a holder would just automate you onto the list of things like that. So it would be like a loyalty members pass essentially. So a utility NFT is more that it would be, and I would just like the utility to spread across multiple ecosystems, right? Like throughout Ronin. So being a Ronin Radio member gives you benefits in the games and the ecosystems that you participate in on Ronin, and then of course attending the show itself and being one of those members unlocks opportunity for instant gratification rewarding, and then you can also show your support by donating to the fund, but also it then visually or culturally shows that you've leveled up your Ronin Radio loyalty status type of thing. And those are kind of like loosely along the lines of things I've been thinking about personally. And like I said, we never really brought it to the public attention just because of it's very ambitious, and we really don't know the likelihood of it. But something like this is kind of like a catalyst. It makes you think, well, now that they're thinking about it, if we could have these types of conversations with people within the Sky Mavis team, and we have some assistance along the reality of how these things would happen, it's definitely something that we want to pursue. So we will be making an application, that's for sure, and hopefully we can piece something together that is really beneficial for the community, and then also the narrative of community built collections, on Ronin, as we eventually will open up ZK EVM. Pretty much any and everyone could come here and make a collection, but to be in that first wave would I think be important as well. And then it's a huge task because you kind of lead by example at that point as well. So yeah, big shit. But this was a huge one this week for me on the news. So I wanted to bring that to the attention, but more so to just talk about how it would happen at Ronin Radio, and to open the floor to anybody that has suggestions, what you might think if you were to own a Ronin Radio NFT. What would you want it to do for you?
Right.
So open that conversation.
I got one.
Go on then.
I have one suggestion. I suggest you make a one-of-one, right, specialized NFT just for me.
Yeah, like I was in my mind, I was like, okay, is this going to be a meme? Is this actually going to be useful? Is it going to be something about my mustache? Like I was there, but it's okay.
It might be something related to Stinky, but
Yeah, well, we're not going back there.
No, that's Gila. That's Gila's, all right. He can make his own stinky one-of-one, all right.
Yeah.
But
hey, well, maybe you'll see it. Maybe it might be in the collection, a memeable one. It's the most valuable one. Anyway,
you just gotta give me a nice NFT.
Okay, yeah, you're blacklisted. You're not getting anything. Either way. But yeah, community collections. Let us know if you have any thoughts. Like tweet us out on X, or you can even DM me directly. I have a fuck ton of DMs since not being here for a week last week, and but yeah, and let's move on. Logic's fucking screwing, but here we go. Hydro pilots have been revealed, or at least some information about it. So let's check the posts out there so we can give the full details to you guys. Of course, we're doing the synergy, the P2A right now that's been going on. But I want to find out more about these pilots specifically. There's also this like little cutesy thing going on with Moku, and a special version of Moki Pochi is coming with, of course, the best clan in all of Gaia, being the Grimbone Boys. But check this little jingle. You can hear it on the stream. You can't hear it here in Discord. So sad. Yeah, we needed that. Anyway, where is this fucking post? Jesus, what are we doing? What
what are you looking for?
It was announced literally yesterday. So like, how much do you tweet, Hydro? What the fuck? They were talking about the pilot reveal. Here we go. Hydro September P2A event update. Yes, Synergy Week 1 has concluded. How did your strategies turn out? Fucking terrible. Synergy Week 2 is set to begin on September 8th, which was the start of this week. So make sure you're ready to dive in. Get ready to lock up and set your client for those ranks. Important. Vouchers, bulk purchases. Oh my god, wait. Bulk voucher discount carries across transactions starting September Week 2, so players don't have to bulk buy in bulk at once. Well, I don't understand that anyway. RON refund for those affected by the non-bulk purchasing of vouchers. I'm lost. Has anyone been following Kaiju shit right now?
Yo,
No.
I gotta ask you a question, okay? When you saw the Moku collab thing with Hydro, right? Can you go
Mhm.
back to that tweet you saw earlier?
Yes.
Okay, when I saw that, I was like, in my mind, I'll tell you what I instantly thought. I'm like, wait, is Kaijo pivoting? Are they making a new game? That got me more excited than anything else. Like just
Ouch.
that thought, I was like, damn, bro, yo, this looks much better, you know, like or I don't know. I just maybe I just don't like the game because like it's just not my type of game. I don't know who likes that kind of game, but like I feel like the IP is so good, man.
The IP's
I just
so
wish they would
good. Yeah, the
I
IP
wish
is
they
so
would
good.
just pivot. I really, really wish they would just pivot. I
I
feel like
just think
the game,
they're
yeah,
too deep in it, bro. They're too deep in it. Like,
the game is just not it for me. Or like if they have another universe or like a different kind of game that they're building on, I hope like they go with something else because I don't want them to put all their eggs into this game that they have right now. I just
Mhm.
don't see it as being it.
It's not it. I sold.
Oof,
you,
oof,
you guys want to be fucking honest, bro? I don't hold
oof.
any Kaijo stuff.
bro, I
to
think
be
the
honest.
timestamps have got to Logic, bro. He's pissed. That he's
Like,
like,
I'm
fuck
getting
it, bro.
pissed. Yeah, bro, you don't understand. I'm looking at this. You don't know what's going on in my head right now, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. I need
Yeah.
some fucking nicotine in my.
My bad.
system
It's,
right
it's
now.
my bad. It's my bad. I
No,
come
no,
in here.
it's
I
not
just
you.
start wrenching it
No,
all.
no, no, no,
My
no,
bad.
no. It's not you. It's not you.
It's Gila.
It's Gila.
Yeah.
It's
Bro,
not you, it's me.
it's not in order. I'm fucking losing my mind. I sold all my Kaijo assets.
No,
yeah.
but this is a real conversation I'm having with you guys. Like I'm dead serious. Like
Yeah.
I literally I love the idea of it. I love their comics. I love everything. The game's just not it.
I mean, yeah, but like
not.
it's apparent, right? But it just seems like they're so deep into development, like they're not gonna pivot away. They're just gonna like tinker and adjust. But yeah, it's been
Yeah,
really
the longer
difficult
the longer they go, the harder it is to
to actually
Yeah.
pivot
make the
eventually.
decision
Yeah.
if
Bro,
that's inevitable.
they,
So.
they could just make it like TMA style would be better. Literally,
Mhm.
like not pivot like insanely where you're creating a completely different genre. Just like change the way. I just don't think this like 3v3v3 where you got like these ledges and shit that don't really make sense in a shooter game, like in the way that it's designed, right? It's like what's going on? Like I'm literally.
Well, TMA
I
took
don't
a
know.
leaf out their book and made ledges on their new map. To be fair, but
No,
anyway.
they
If-
didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, no, they didn't.
They did.
No, no, they did not.
They did.
Don't tell me TMA looked at Kaiju's like, oh, Kaiju's doing well. It must be because of these ledges. No fucking way that happened,
Yeah.
bro. I swear
Yeah,
to God.
Dude, I kind of agree, bro. Like, it's like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like the Kaijo IP, 100%. I agree with you. It's fucking fantastic. The anime, the webtoons, all that shit. But it's just the game, dude. Like, it's. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'm.
not trying to like
yeah,
FUD,
we're on the
you know
same
what I'm
boat.
saying? Like, that's not my goal. My goal is not to FUD.
Mhm.
But like, bro,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been how long at this time that we've had
For
it? And
5 months, 4.5 months, 5
Bro,
maybe.
Spark
Yeah.
Suits, Spirit Guardians, these pilots, like their collections are sick. You know, the lore is amazing. Bruh.
yeah,
Just
Yeah,
do
my
something else.
nah, my gambit, my final gambit with Kaiju is 100% the expansion of lore into the animation. Like that's for me
Yeah.
that's where I'm lying right now. But yeah, just to summarize it at the moment, and even the community saying it right here in the chat, like even this P2A, even the synergy system, it just there's something about it that feels just way too complex, and like I think it's creating more disinterest for a lot of people than it is interest, and then the people that are interested are it's a very monetary stance, right? Like it's a KDR extraction, and like on the back end of that, you'll kind of see the truth factor of when that KDR is distributed, when it's then free and it's in a katana status where people can do what they will with it. I think that truth comes through at that point. But for me, yeah, the assets and the IP philosophy, the lore, the project is so strong, and it is the fact that it is here on a Ronin ecosystem in a gaming chain, and that should not be the weakest link. So but that's kind of where we are with it. But pilots are coming, and that's what I did want to focus on. The pilots are coming, so more assets in the ecosystem. Like I said, it feels so complex right now, even at this phase. It's like, where do they even fit in? But yeah, the game. We haven't heard much talk about the game for a while. This is not even alpha though, which is something that Robert did say clearly. This is not even alpha, so like there is a chance for like pivots. There is a chance for drastic change.
Yeah, okay. Well, the skeleton itself is not like the skeleton.
Yeah.
Like they gotta
Yeah.
change the skeleton.
It's like, in Web 2, right? Like if a game comes out, for example, I forgot a game that came out on Steam. It lasted for 2 months, and they literally took down the servers, and they were in development for like 4 or 5 years, and people just didn't play it. Like it wasn't good. I'm completely missing the name. If
I know
someone knows
what
it.
game you're talking about. I don't even think it lasted 2 months, and they spent like millions and
Millions, yeah.
millions and millions of dollars.
Are you talking about the game from Sony?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
and it was
it's like
it,
the
it was
Overwatch clone. I'm
I
forgetting what
think
it
it
is.
was
What
live
is it
for a
called?
week or something. They had like
Yeah, and they had to shut it down right away. They're like,
Yeah.
"Yep, sorry guys."
300 million. Yeah,
Concord?
Yeah, Concord. Yes,
300
yes. Bro, this game
$300
literally
million
was in
something.
development
No,
for
maybe not.
years, and they spent so much money on it. They
7
released
years.
it, and it didn't even last like months, bro. And like
So-
that's how I feel like or I mean that's how like game developers should think. It's like, dude, if you don't hit me with the dopamine and liking your game within 1 month or 1 week, like I just stop releasing shit on.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know what they could do? They could just make Kydro into like a PUBG kind of game.
yeah. That would
That
be
would
dope.
be
like some sort
sick.
of mecha shooter.
Yes, bro. Just
Yeah.
imagine you just like dropping in your mech,
Yeah.
right? You just
Yeah.
dropping in your mech, and then like you run around, then like you recruit your spirit guardian, right? Somewhere on
Yeah.
the map. Then you guys go together and just shoot up stuff, and then like you can have your squad, right? Your
Yeah.
squad is like the Grimbone squad, right? Then you're a party of 3. Then you like open world, like you just gotta, you gotta get your chicken dinner, right?
I think that's
That's
what
it.
it should be, and I think you hit it right on the spot, bro. Because the IP of Kaijo is all about like this like mechs with guns and shooting, like just make it a FPS
Yeah,
game
yeah.
or a
If you-
third-person shooter.
I think so.
Why does this trailer go so hard though, and the game just flopped?
Yeah, it failed. No one played it, and it's just they
They spent
took
half
down
the
the
budget
servers.
on the trailer, so
Oh god, well, it's good to draw from these examples, right? It's good to draw from these examples as to why, or just like as a like a fair warning, bro. Like essentially, if the game does not hit, bro, like it's gonna be tough. It really is. So
It's gonna be tough because even if they reiterate, bro, and they make it better, that first experience is never gonna leave a gamer's mind, right?
Mhm.
Like it's always gonna be like, oh, like yeah, they're doing great, but I already had like an
Yeah.
experience with it. Like I'm kind of good, So it's like,
If the team
man,
like I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like I want to talk about this openly, but at the same time, like I don't want to shit on their idea. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe I'm just wrong. That's the thing, right?
You're
I
not.
don't know.
you're not.
But okay, you're saying that because we think alike, right?
Mhm.
But like
Yeah.
there are someone who likes the game. But honestly, as a player who's been around for a while, like I just can't see a game like that like truly succeeding because you literally need 9 people to join a game to play it, and like it's like 3v3v3. Like a lot of teamwork is needed. You can't just play like a single player game with
Mm.
the game.
And that limited TMA as
Right?
well, like that genuinely made TMA
Exactly.
difficult to even get
It-
off the ground.
Exactly. And that's the other reason why I also don't like playing TMA because I can't just go in and play like queue up and just play if I wanted to, right?
Mhm.
That's why I was suggesting something like PUBG because like you could just queue up, you just got to get 50 people loaded in, they can put 50 other bots in, you feel good shooting up bots, then you go fight like the real people at the end. and then someone's gonna win, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so on. You like slowly but surely start getting people in, and then your spark suits are amazing because like they're the best things that you can do for a game like that,
Yeah.
right? Like it kind of fits in with a little bit with their lore and like the way that like it's just I
Even
think that
bro,
that's the
you
direction
touch
they
on
should have went
such a
towards.
fucking sick game, like mechanic or loop, where like it's a battle royale. You drop in,
Yes.
and it's you have your specific crates, right? And in your specific crates
Yep.
actually are your NFTs, and you selectively choose which ones
Yes.
to equip as you go. And there's a
Exactly.
number of crates in the map, and like once you're fully kitted out, it should be your NFTs that you get. There should be other crates where
Yes.
you can actually loot NFTs as well. And yeah, bro, and like I think this is something that needs to be tackled. The solo experience actually needs to be really, really fucking good in these games right now because
Yep.
although we're a community, although there are guilds, although there is huge utility for like social gameplay in this space of Web3, the actual solo gamer experience still needs to exist so that people can play by themselves, build a passion themselves, and then connect with other players who share that similar passion. So solo playing is actually vital to a lot of the success in this space, in my opinion. But Stark, you were about to say something. I'll pass you the mic.
No, like, and I was just saying, like, and then you could just make the suit so nice, and then you also allow free to play who just have a basic robot, and then they just see, um, just to get more players into have
Oh
the
yeah, for
and
sure, bro.
then
Like
they just get
Asia,
FOMO from seeing your
China,
sick suits,
exactly. Asia, China loves that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Come on,
like
bro. Gundam,
that
they like make them want
I
that
was
yeah,
shit.
even thinking you could even make it so that when the person kills you, they could even play with your NFT. Like, I don't know, they could get part of it, or whether it's the weapons or something. And but then it goes away at the end of the game, so they're just like, damn, I got to play with that. That was so nice. I need to go buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should be able to keep a piece of your suit as like trophies. And they can equip it, but let's say for example the NFT actually has like added bonuses, like the stat bonus type thing. And if you've killed someone, looted their spark suit, you can put their shoulder piece on, but it has no added value. It's like it imitates the
no, you actually the loot that you will take from them will show up in your screen as your type of like gear if you would take it from somebody else. You know what I mean? Or actually, better yet, when you take their clan part stuff, you can actually rock their clan part. It's like a sign of like you killed this guy
Mhm.
and took it off his body, right? That looks sick,
Yeah.
Alien
We
versus
yeah.
Predator.
We we
right?
could bro, we could have
That would look sick.
we could have a whole 30-minute plus hour conversation just on this alone. Like if we need to redevelop the Kaido game like as a community, we definitely
Let's
fucking
do it.
could. But anyway.
Yeah, I definitely think they should.
Anyway, let's tap into something that we did cover slightly here. The Machines Arena. Their P2A has been largely successful. You know, a lot of participants. Shout out to Sura Guild. They've been fucking owning that space right now. But you know, there aren't many guilds that are deeply involved. Maybe that changes over the course of the year. But it's been a successful P2A in my eyes, anyway, from what I've seen. Something that has began 5 days ago, this is the 5th day, is the daily raffle. So I wanted to bring this to people's attention and show how you enter it live, because there have been a lot of questions around it. Of course, you'll be doing your daily check-in. This is the Machines Arena page. You sign in, you connect your wallet, and on the dashboard you do your check-in. Now this banner should pop up where you can actually enter the raffle. It just prompts a signature request here. Once you confirm it, it will give you this little pop-up window, and it says you're entered. You've entered. I entered yesterday, so I entered twice now, and today's raffle ends in 9 hours. What we win? A bunch of fucking stuff, but it's worth doing. It's a free entry. It's a ticket lottery. You may as well get involved. And yeah, but a lot of people have been playing this game so far. And it's good to see. It has improved the Machines Arena experience, because like you can get into a game if you are in a team of 4, bro. It's like a 1 minute queue max, and you like we're talking ranked high level gameplay. You know, there's a lot of dopamine there. So yeah, man, if you've been playing TMA, make sure you're doing your daily raffle and checking in every single day to get your P2A points. I've actually ran out of VIP now. I've just realized, so I'm gonna have to go and activate another one. For real, bro? I guess.
How
30
much does the
days.
VIP cost?
13
$5.
Ron.
Yeah.
13 Ron
For
for how
the
long?
highest one for 30 days.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah,
That's a lot, actually.
yeah. That'll
I
be
mean, if we
$40.
think about Ron now, but I value Ron a lot higher than like.
Yeah, of course, of course. The run comeback is coming, my lads, my lads, my lads, my lads.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
there's a daily raffle. Get involved, and if you've been playing TMA, yeah, man, shout out to you. Hopefully, your P2A process is has been fun and is going well. I'm 1900 because I haven't really been grinding, but yeah, hopefully you're doing well. One thing to mention at this point actually is there is a TMA tournament happening in Moku's Discord this weekend. If you have a team and you are interested to sign up and play, yes, there will be prizes given away and for the tournament itself. But head over to the Moku Discord and you can find the application to enter there. It is a day away, so if you hear this now and you do want to get involved, get your team together and go and sign up. If you have any trouble, get into the Moku Discord and you can contact in the general chat. People will give you response, and Gold Can Sean should be there to help you too. So if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. If anyone wants to play with me as well, I'm keen to potentially get involved with that tournament this weekend too.
Hang on,
So
let me see your rank real quick.
what do you mean?
1,900.
Stop. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just fucking stop.
Yo, Demon stays roasting you.
It's just an asshole. That's why he's just. He's the best. He's the best kind of. Okay, no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Let's move on. Aperon season 3 is here, bro. Yeah, you know what I was gonna say. No, we're not doing that either. So Logic, this is your time, bro. Free yourself from timestamp frustration, my friend, and
I'm
talk to
still
us.
Timestamping, you know. But,
I know, but talk to
yes.
us.
Yes, Aperon season 3. I mean, it's huge. The prizes and the leaderboard prizes is super big, and it's actually, I think, like a good opportunity for people to get in. The main reason why is because everything is down, right? So like another man's trash is another man's treasure. If you do pick up something, right, or if you are looking for a scholarship, you know, we are offering scholarships too in Bood Nation. And something that is, I feel like, is overlooked, right, is there's 2 leaderboard rewards in Aperon, which is like essentially 2x, right? You have your PvE rewards and you have your PvP rewards. Now, the loop in Aperon as a free-to-play player, if you are trying to be completely free-to-play, is you can go log in, start up the game, play PvE, and when you play PvE, you do have the ability to mint your apostles. So you can get your apostles from PvE and you could use those for your PvP leaderboards, right? So they're starting to really complete the loop as a free to play player and someone that just spends their time to be able to get in. Yes, I mean there's definitely pain points, right, within the Aperon team. Like we saw, and I think this is very visible too, just looking at the marketplace, is the DAU was declining, you know, and I feel like this is the solution to increase the DAU, to increase the player base, and to introduce Aperon to the majority of the Ronin ecosystem.
Yep.
I'm actually quite curious on Theban's thoughts on this too, with
Yes,
all
sir.
the updates
I
and
got some
with
alpha
all that's
for you.
happening. Yeah, tell us.
Okay, so I think right now the best thing for any player getting into the game isn't actually to play PvP. I think they should be playing PvE. I think they should study PvE and also like learn what's the fastest way to level up apostle skills, because soon they're gonna be having like a way to like merge apostles into other apostles. I think coming out. I know it was like, I don't know when that's coming, but
Alpha.
it would be smart. It would be smart to do that. Yeah, it's something that they talked about. That it should like eventually be coming out. I don't know when again, but if you like start learning the PvE, you can become a PvE farmer. I actually paid someone just like today a couple $100 for like 3 days worth of work, just for like leveling some apostles because I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not, I didn't want to do it, but also I can't do it because like you only have X amount of time and you need like someone else to do it at the same time on a different account essentially, right? To like level up some stuff. So I think there's a lot of potential there and no one is like looking. And secondly, they just sent out the signups for their mobile game, and it's gonna be in the App Store pretty soon too. They're just waiting for whatever
Yeah.
confirmation that is. So they got mobile, they got App Store coming. You're gonna be able to play PVE on your phone. You're gonna be able to play PvP on your phone as well, and that's huge, right? For these kind of games. They also have a huge following in like Asia, in the China scene, and so on. A lot of these guys have been waiting for that as well. So I think there's something big cooking there.
Yep.
Yes.
And I agree with that. And I agree with that. It's
And
something
bro, check
that's
Logic's
overly
video
slept on.
if you want all the details, bro. Go ahead to YouTube and
Yeah.
give my man a subscribe real quick, real quick. You see it on the screen right now. A lot of, if you want to get deep into the Aperon ecosystem as well, these are some of the videos you should be watching. Helps with PvP and understanding the skill tree and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, but carry on, Logic, like you were saying. Logic.
Wait, my bad, bro. Wait, you cut off for me. So I was trying to
Dude,
like
it's probably so weird for him watching him talk while him trying to talk. Like I'm getting like messed up inception here too.
I
Yes,
just
He
want to
look
see
yes.
Logic's beautiful face, man. He never puts his cam on anymore, so I had to put it on the
Dude,
screen.
I haven't had a haircut in like 3 months now.
You're gonna end up looking like
I am,
Bruce in our Moki Mates, where you gonna get the headband and everything soon.
bro, I'm looking so dusty. It's not good. And wait, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you were responding to Theban. I interjected, so I just said you like carry on with the
Oh
things.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so I do think like Aperon is super slept on. I do understand the pain points of like it being a hard game to get into. It is very highly skill intensive. It's again, it's like league plus card game, right? So it's a lot of like micro skill, macro skill, and it's really really complicated. I mean, we do have
But bro,
communities out there, and I want to again say like we have Bood Nation, we are building Bood Nation, and like at the moment, or when we started, we had a lot of Aperon focus things within Bood Nation. So if you just want to come cook it up, I mean,
that's
come
probably the
through, come
environment.
join.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I would say come through, come join, and learn how to play from the best players in the game. I mean, we have Theban there. That's all you need, right?
yeah,
Like, I
Yes,
mean,
the more difficult and complicated the game, you'll see me there.
yes, yes.
yeah. Just check the PFP and know that is in there, bro. But any comments on APRS? I'm looking at these leaderboard rewards. Any comments on APRS itself?
I mean, I don't know what APRS is doing, like as a token itself. I feel like it's a lot has to do with the breeding. I feel like if breeding was a little bit more fulfilling, like it had more instant gratification than delayed gratification, I feel like the token itself would have done amazingly well from the launch. Um, but I think like a lot has to do with DAU. Not a lot of interest in breeding planets at the moment. I feel like you only need one planet to play the whole game,
Yeah,
right? The whole experience. They gotta pivot from that. They gotta make it so you need multiple planets to be able to play the game, or like only multiple planets give you benefits. And start the demand right there, because the main use for APRS right now is like breeding, right? So
yeah,
um, I think that's like one of the biggest issues for APRS right now.
So
yeah. I
APRS is
agree. I agree.
16 cents a single
Yeah,
token. That's not
yeah. And
terrible.
I just need like more like APRs is used for one thing and one thing only, and it's
Hmm.
breeding. And it's like, why do you? So this is how you complete the loop, right? It's like, why would you breed if there's no pilot behind the planet, right? You don't.
Hmm.
Hence, like, the loop already is messed up there because if you don't have a player playing the planet, there's no incentive to breed more to get more players in. And the main thing with Aperon right now is about getting user attention and also um more people just coming into the ecosystem and playing. So I do think it's a difficult time right now, and I think like a lot of people in the community feel that way. But I mean, I personally believe in the team. I do think that Magus is developing a really beautiful game, and I just, I mean, I guess for me, my personal take on it is I'm gonna be patient and see where it cooks up. But yeah, APRS man, uh, just not any utility at of as of the moment. You know, like doing some in-game stuff with it would be nice. Like, you know, it could even be like use your APRS to buy a battle pass, right? Like what we see with TMA. Like start looking into the other Ronin games and start looking into what can be essentially uses inspiration to implement into Aperon.
You know
Mhm.
what's funny? Apron's got like the best game. You know, he's
Yeah.
literally got what Kydro's lacking.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's
I
like
do think that.
it's like the opposite, right? It's like the opposite. I think the dudes and like the planets, you know, it's a pretty cool IP, but it's not like Kydro like storyline,
Yeah.
right? Like something that's like super easy. Whereas like Apron's got literally the best game.
Yeah.
So if you combine the two together, god damn, you'd be
Yeah.
like, it'll be out of this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I
two
agree.
worlds collide. Is it possible? Probably not. Anyway, nah. Shout out to Foodie Magus. You know, the game has always been, you know, top tier. Um, it's more so about them now driving more players towards it and kind of getting those daily active users back up again. But season 3 hopefully could do that. PvE is definitely an opportunity for free to play players for sure, and obviously they're rewarding those players too. And then there is that process of even being a scholar in some way, shape, or form, and helping other players level up their apostles too. So there's a lot of opportunity if you're interested in the game, the ecosystem as well. Bood Nation would be your point of call, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, man, get active if you're looking for something to do now that other OBTs have ended, and you know maybe you don't want to, or maybe you've got a lot of time now free. There you go. There's some opportunity, but let's see what season 3 brings. And yeah, man, stay close to people like Theban and Logic if you want to know what's going on in the Aperon ecosystem. Let's move on though. We got Ragmon CBT back in the mix. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Actually, I'm not going to spend any time really at all, just to say that it is back. So go ahead and test it and leave me some feedback. All right, let me know, is it better than the first version? Did they improve matchmaking? Those are the key answers I want to find out, because that was the real problem. The CBT's over? What? It was like 3 days? What? Are we being for real? Only 3 days and terrible rewards. What are they doing? Wait, did any of you guys here play it?
I didn't.
Xanatos did.
I did it, bro. I did it. Yeah, I did not.
But this is shaky roads, man. Because like Ragnarok is such a fucking huge IP. It was a big hype announcement, and
Yeah.
there's an air of underwhelming feedback ultimately going around, and you know, I hope that this is the IP dipping its toes, and maybe there is more to come. But like, if they're gonna rest all of their success on the type of game that the Ragmon CBT has been so far, like, I don't know how successful that would be as a single entity, you know, that game itself specifically, and would that cause mass volume that they might expect just from that game itself. But I mean, people are saying here that it's, you know, it's the game will be successful. But yeah, I mean, I played it one of the days. I thought we had like much longer than 3 days to play it. I was contemplating jumping back in today, but I guess not. I guess fucking not. But has it better? Has it gotten better? And what do you guys think about it? Tweet us, leave some feedback. I can see some comments in the chat right now as well, so appreciate those. But yeah, man, Ragmon really got to turn on the burners. because right now,
Yeah.
it's not very present in my mind of daily Ronin activities. But there it is. I am surprised actually, Theban. I thought you'd be heavy in on the Ragmon, but obviously not. Any comments on it from you?
He's gone.
All
We
right,
don't
awesome.
care no more.
All right, awesome. Thank you,
um,
Steven. You fucking
I'll comment on a little bit about Ragmon.
dick.
I do think I mean it's an IP I love, and I think I just this is a personal take. This is a logic personal hat take, right? Uh um this is not any of the things I'm working with hat. So there's a personal thing. I just think the beloved IP that I personally love just needs more love. Um and I just think like for me it's just not a game for me personally, like the Clash of Clans sort of thing. And that's okay, right? Like we can all have different games that we like and we don't like. But I just do think it's missing some aspects that I think could be better. And I mean I know that Wild Forest is doing this sort of mechanic too, which is like leveling up your units and making them stronger and all of that. But I think Ragmon's version of it with like almost the gotcha-ish system of percent chance, I am not the biggest fan of. And
Mhm.
that's a personal thing. Again, I want to reiterate this is a personal take, right? Um I know how Wild Forest is doing it, right? It's like you level up the units and there's still a percentage chance question mark. Can someone correct me if I'm wrong there?
Yeah,
Um
it's a percentage chance, and the more units you use, the higher the percent.
yeah. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Then yeah, it's the exact same mechanic then. Yeah, I don't know. It's just for me, just
It
not for
hasn't
me, but
caught
hey, I
fire. Yeah.
want. Yeah. It's not for me, but hey, I want them to do well, and I do want my beloved IP to succeed.
hmm hmm Is all the hope and prayers going out to Ragmon. But
Yeah.
that concludes
Yeah.
all of our topics today about Ronin games. The last topic on the list is actually talking about Ron and itself. Like ultimately, bro, like I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna pull up a Ron chart here for us. I am just like, I just think it's a fire sale at the moment. Like really and truly, if we look at where Ronin has come since, when we take into account like the start of the year, March and February times, like if we look at how far Ronin has progressed since then, it's definitely it doesn't the price doesn't really justify it. So like no financial advice here, but for me, like right now we're kind of in a bubbling point. We're affected by macros, those types of things, but ultimately like this is opportunity right here. It really is. There's a lot of things I'm restricting myself from doing just because it's like no, this is a time period to buy to buy those coins that people are fucking throwing away, bro. Ultimately, um, I just think we have a ripe environment. A lot of good things are going on. We still remember Finn dropped some leaks for us in August by saying September, back end of September and October will be huge months in terms of announcements and those types of things. We don't have inside scoop on it. I don't have any alpha to drop on anything that it could be. But like we were saying earlier today, we've got the Ronin Forge actually happening in the background. And then, of course, maybe some more official announcements with like new partners coming into the Ronin ecosystem. ZK EVM we've understood that it's definitely coming. It comes in 2025. The open ecosystem. We're getting community collections, those types of things, more forms of or more outlets for demand and expenditure on Mavis Market. And Mavis Market itself has been really strong with a lot of these projects that have come, and August was a great month. So September, let's see what happens. But I just believe these are the times in which opportunity is here, and when they're gone, people really look back and be like, damn, it was actually fucking way undervalued as opposed to what it was producing. So exciting times ahead. Is there more pain? Potentially more pain to come before then. But like, I mean, if you know anything, I don't like really to present anyone technical analysis, any TA on these charts. Like, who the fuck am I kidding? But ultimately, there's just an air of opportunity about the place right now for me. So, you know, if you've been here grinding, you're grinding your P2As, you're grinding your open betas, your closed betas, you know, there's been opportunities for you guys to kind of stack, and I still think we're in that phase of stacking, and really, you know, let's keep pushing this narrative of how, yeah, ultimate ultimate analysis there by Red Caterpillar, but really and truly, you know, let's keep pushing the narrative of what's going on here in Ronin, what it's done over the course of this year, and what it is facilitating. Man, I think there's exciting times to come. And when you start seeing tweets like this, I don't want to push any pressure onto or responsibility onto the man himself, the master, Axie Orr. But when you start seeing these types of posts from the man himself, just go and check it. Just go and check his X page right now. But it's, you know what's coming, right? you know what's coming when he starts tweeting out. Like yesterday, I saw a few tweets. They may have been from prior days before that, but I'm trying to locate them right here. It was just straight up Orr tweets. Like, one of the things that attracted me to him on X early on. But Jesus, he's been fucking retweeting like a madman today. These are all fucking posts from today. Where are you at, Orr? Come on, bro. I wish you could select to not have retweets when you're scrolling through someone's page. Like
You
that.
can go to the very top and
legend?
click on posts, I think.
Please don't do that to me. Stark, you're always correct. No,
Let's go.
that's where we are.
Nope.
We were? I guess they...
Yep, we should be able
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
select that. But yeah, he's talking. He's talking. He's
No, I
talking.
almost got you.
Yeah,
Orr's
almost.
a legend, though. Yeah, he's a fucking legend. I look at his shit too for like signals and shit like that, and I
Just think about the fact that for a year, when Ron was under 40 cents, he tweeted almost every day for a year, buy more Ron.
Yeah, it was true.
And he was right. You know, that call was right. And and he's just very real too. And honestly, I would love to have him up here with us someday.
Bro,
I
I've
think he's just,
said
like,
this for the
very
longest time.
mysterious.
He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to dox the voice, anything like that. Like, nobody
Yeah.
knows who Orr is. But if you look in Orr's history, bro, he actually released some like SoundCloud raps in like 2018 or 2017, 2019, those types of times. So he's been in the mix for a while. But you know, just covering a lot of things in the ecosystem right now, and it's just very bull posting, right? Bull posting. It is when those things start to happen, turn of events come. They really do. They really do. So anyway, that is all. I think we can arguably like just
We have one more.
graze
cover.
over. Yeah, the Forgotten Runiverse. So ultimately, I spoke with Bear Snake, and you know, I've got an open chat with him right now. He said, you know, if he can, he'll be in attendance. It's really early on the West Coast right now, which is where he's based and located. So, you know, the reason he's not here is because it's fucking really early in the morning. He did say he would try and pass through. Obviously, we're almost 2 hours into the show. He's not here. We expect to end at 2 hours. But yes, Forgotten Runiverse OBT did end. I got back into it at the start of the week. I was pretty overwhelmed with all the tasks I had to do. But then when I was back in the driver's seat, knew what I was doing, I was locked and loaded, bro. I really enjoyed the experience. Now, of course, poses the question when the full game release comes. And we're seeing stuff like, I saw a post earlier this morning about the Forgotten Runiverse map. People talking about how rides or beasts are going to be important for when the full game is here, because the map is so huge.
Real gamers call them mounts. Okay.
Mounts. Okay. Fuck you. But okay, yes, mounts are definitely something to be looked at. But it was the map that I was more interested in. Seeing that there's so much more development to come. We've only been given a glimpse of the experience and how much people have enjoyed the glimpse that we've been given. Thank you for addressing the sussy nature of mounts. But you're going to need to be mounting something when the full game release comes out.
Yeah, I think we got some community members trying to get mounted
Yeah,
with
Jesus.
mounts in Forgotten Universe.
Welcome to the last 10 minutes of the show where it literally falls to shit. But we're gonna, I'm gonna,
Beto left and said something.
yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm really happy with Forgotten Runeverse, how it presented the
Who's getting
beta.
mounted?
Oh, you're back. Fuck off, man. I asked you a question, you just aired it. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Wait, hold on. I actually went to use the bathroom. What happened? You asked me a question? What was it?
No, nothing happened.
Oh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I'm sorry.
The topic's gone. We're not going back to it. The topic's, we're not going back to it. But no, we were just talking about Forgotten Runeverse and, you know, really how fun the OBT was. The CBT was fun too.
Yeah.
And like this game has managed to find a way to drive players to play it and not really have a monetary outcome. The only monetary loop that was in the Forgotten Runeverse was, of course, the 250 blessings that you would once you got to 250, you were guaranteed a pity roll for high valued assets in the ecosystem. A lot of people were grinding that for sure, and there was a fair enough route towards that, towards success. So that was really good, I felt, for the community members that are involved now early. But the mana carrying over, you know, it felt really fucking good. It really did. So shout out to Forgotten Runeverse, the Runeverse ecosystem. Bear Snake unfortunately didn't join us today, but I will press him to be back for Tuesday's Woku Radio, and we can probably get his inside take on the whole event and how things have gone, and then maybe some leaks on what we can expect in the near future. But again, in my opinion, right now on Ronin, one of the best experiences. Of course, nothing's going to top Axie for me, but it is fucking phenomenal, and I can't wait for a full game. So shout out to that team and the success that they brought. It was, and this was from Bear Snake himself. He actually hopped in the Moki's corner. And he said that at the second to last day of Forgotten Runeverse OBT, it was the 13th most used DApp in the world, on the planet. 13th most used in terms of user volume. And again, like I said, it's not like some token heavy incentive. It was just the fact that people were playing this game early on, and yes, settlements and those types of things were there, but really, I think a lot more drove players to play that game. So it's very interesting to see how they'll expand from here. But congratulations, and I know it's a sad time. Let's have a moment of silence for the boredom that will follow us now with no Forgotten Runeverse in our lives. So just one moment, please. Okay, that's enough of moments. Let's get back to the last thing I want to talk about. Let's graze it slightly. The Ronin Waypoint, because I don't have a fucking clue what this is. But anyway, on-chain transactions made easy in-game. Ronin Waypoint is a universal account and keyless wallet for the Ronin ecosystem. You can log into games, make in-game transactions, manage on-chain collectibles, all without seed phrases or extensions. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Okay, so you can create a Waypoint account. Let me just go to this, because what the fuck. In Axie Classic, players buy Axie and gems before Ronin Waypoint. Players would leave the Axie Classic game client, navigate to app.axie, connect their Ronin wallet, complete a transaction, and only then return to the game. This takes time. It also is complicated for new users. Now that... Why is that worded that way? Finn, you're fired. Now that Ronin Waypoint is live, these players can buy Axies and gems without leaving the game at all. Bullish. How Ronin Waypoint bolsters security. I was going to say, are there any security risks of this? Ronin Waypoint creates a new on-chain address using MPC technology. Who fucking knows what that is? Because I don't. It works kind of like a debit or spending account attached to your main Ronin wallet address. This can reduce the risk of your main address signing inappropriate transactions. However, Ronin Waypoint does not grant Sky Mavis custody over any funds. Good. Ronin Waypoint integrations. Today, the Waypoint is live in Axie Classics, and third-party game integrations are on the way. How Ronin Waypoint benefits game studios. instant player onboarding and transactions, simple verification and account recovery, strengthened security through the NPC technology, reduced friction with gas sponsoring, player behavioral analytics will come with that because you can actually see what they're doing in game. Cool. In-game marketplaces coming soon too, so we won't have to relocate to Mavis Market. That's actually huge. I could see that benefiting a lot of these ecosystems. Wild Forest came forefront to mind on that one, buying the units directly in there and then burning them would be 10 times easier than me having to re-navigate to 3 different fucking platforms to make that happen. So yeah, this is Ronin Waypoint, and this is it officially on the account. Let's actually create one because I don't know, like, does this just link to my wallet? Because I already have an account. Like, what's the process here? Let's fucking find out together live on screen. Turn the Axie the right way around. He was drunk. Unmatched safe keyless wallet experience, quick, simple, and ultra secure onboarding to your keyless wallet right here. Set up now. Secure your funds. Should I be doing this on screen? I don't know.
No, you should not do this on stream, bro.
Hey, yo, let's just give everyone my password. But anyway, it seems like a simple process. Of course, you can locate it through there, create the account, and attach it to your current Ronin wallet, which is good. I'm actually going to set this up and play some Classic later and see what they've actually added for us to experience. But yeah, shout out to the Ronin Waypoint. This is going to make gaming Web3 integration into these games much more seamless. And something that we actually had from our OWL interview on the last Moki Mates was him talking about if we can obscure or like remove the presence of the blockchain, like it's there as a tool and it's 100% used, but you remove the presence of it, it's going to ease the whole process and make it a bit more enticing for traditional Web2 gamers and people that are not too interested in the blockchain aspects to take part in on-chain activity too. So good stuff. Like I said, there is opportunity right now. Things are gathering together. It's cumulative. We will compound with all of the good stuff that's happened, and I believe Ronin is very opportunistic right now. But that's all of the shit that we got to talk about today. What a fucking episode. 2 hours deep of just update. You got some strong opinion leaders here in Ronin as well with us sharing their thoughts. And I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to everyone that showed up. The Discord itself was not popping, but let me just tell you, 2.1 thousand people tuned into our stream today. And that was even without a Ronin Radio Treasury Fund incentive, which I'm gonna fucking make sure that shit happens, bro. Yeah, like, take my fucking word on this show right now. We're gonna make sure that we're firing on all pistons, and we get that. We need to be in the community collections. That's it. That's where I'm at. But yes, summarize today's events. We covered a whole heap of shit. Right, we covered a whole heap of shit. Forgotten Runiverse, the Ronin Forge call to action. Hopefully you guys went and did that. If this is your last reminder, if you go and tweet this out right here, let me just go to my profile, I'll show you. If you go tweet this out right now, we're going to make sure that we put you in for a raffle, right? And somebody is going to win 10 RON. So go ahead and tweet this right now. Literally the same words you see on the screen with the same ats. We will make sure that we put that all together and give out some rewards. I'm probably not just going to give 10 RON away because I don't even care about RON, whatever. I do, I love it, but you guys need it too. So that was one thing that went down. If you turned up later, there you go. There's your prompt. We also spoke about Hydro pilots and kind of did a little thing over there. TMA daily raffle, we covered and showed you how to do it so you can make sure you're in the daily raffles yourself. Aperon was covered also. Ragmon CBT has now closed, which we found out live today, but again, we shared some thoughts on that, and Theban didn't. And the Ronin Community Collection announcement was covered too, and how we're interested in putting ourselves forward there. And to top it all off, we spoke about the Waypoint and also why I think that Ron is going to make a comeback and is in opportunity station right now. The train is leaving soon. Make sure you're on board. But thank you to Logic for putting up with my terrible order of events today. The timestamps I don't expect to be done, but we'll piece together something from this, and you'll see a video again at some point.
Oh no, they're perfect. I just pasted.
Oh, fucking amazing. I was
Look
going to
at
say, I
that,
didn't
look
see
at
them
that.
on the Notion and then they just fucking appeared. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So for you, if you missed this show and maybe you're tuning in right now, we will have some content for you to catch up on everything we spoke about. But thank you to Stark for being here, bro. Yeah, Axie conversation at the beginning was very valuable. Always appreciate you being here. To be honest, I'm waiting for boisterous Stark that used to exist, where he cuts into conversations and puts his balls on the table. So, but I love you, bro. Thank you for being here today. Any last thoughts?
It's hard to do that when you agree with everyone on the stage. So,
Hey,
Fair enough.
so
nice.
Yeah.
invite some more controversial guests, and balls will be on table.
Yes. Okay. We know what to do. But yeah, Stephen, bro, not on not on the script beforehand. We didn't know we were getting an appearance from you, sir. But aren't we glad that we fucking did? Thank you for showing us Wild Forest as well. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, I didn't know either. I was just invited up here, so I would
We
never
need to
decline
have
an
you up
opportunity.
here even
Honestly,
more.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
I feel
die.
like you just need to be a recurring guest.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
recurring.
happy. I'm happy to join in whenever I got some time. I was literally queuing Wall Forest. My queues were taking like 20 minutes because I've already found everyone I could possibly find for the day. I'm literally locked out. I cannot play, so that's why I decided that I just pop in here and thank you for having me, guys.
Well, we're in there. It's what is happening all the time on Ronin. You'll get updated here, so make sure you tune in every single week and keep your eyes peeled, because if we actually get this community collection, bro, you're gonna want to be involved in that. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to everyone that's been chatting here in the Discord server too. Shout out to everyone that tuned in on the stream. All 2,100 plus of you fucking legends. And yeah, man, the rest of the day is there for you. If you're in Southeast Asia, of course, happy weekend. It's about to be. And make sure you guys have some fun and play some silly crypto games this weekend. We're gonna go over to the Moki's Corner in Moku's Discord right now. So if you want to come and chill with us and hang out and play some more games, that's where we will be. And yeah, man, shout out to Ronin and Nix for allowing us to make this possible. But let's step it up a notch. Next week we better fucking hit 100 plus people in this fucking server, or I'll smash the camera up. I don't know. I don't actually know. If it doesn't happen, then I'll cry myself to sleep the next night. Anyway, I'm done. I'm over it. The show's done. Logic, thank you so much. And suck my dick. All right. See ya. Bye.
Peace.